So, let's go back to some recent history. Penny Kelly. Now remember, these people who are psychic and whatnot, their timing, it's very difficult for a psychic to get timing on stuff. It just is what it is. It doesn't matter, crypto stuff, world events, it doesn't matter. Penny Kelly said, and this was a few months ago, I did a little look-see this month, next month, next month. When we get past April and into May, I think the COVID thing, the virus, is like, no one's concerned with it anymore. We're like, there's something else we're like focused on now. Remember that? Now, granted, we're at the end of May, entering June, but again, timing, she's a little off, right? It is what it is. All of a sudden, riots are happening in a few places. And John here to help says, oh, by the way, Baltimore's next. They're gearing up to start the rioting in Baltimore. Another Democratic-run hellhole. All these Democratic-run hellholes is where this is happening. It's amazing. So that's what John here to help says. So all of a sudden, everyone has now focused to the white lady in the park with the dog. Don't film me. The black guy, you're not supposed to walk your dog here without a leash on. That's breaking news. And of course, the rioting and the mainstream media calls it protests. Protesters. This is rioting. You're destroying people's property, livelihoods. What the hell does a private citizen next to you who had nothing to do with anything you're pissed off about right now, why would they get their house or business burned down? And again, there's a picture of this police officer, alleged police officer, with his mask on. He's got these purple filter caps. Who the F, man, goes outside with purple filter caps? Unless that was a sign to your brethren out there, hey, don't arrest that guy. He's one of us. Well, how are we going to tell him apart from the other people? He's got a dual mask. Two filters. It's a full face mask, and it's purple. No one in their right mind will come out here wearing a purple mask. So that's our sign that that's our guy. And he's breaking windows, and someone walks up to him and tries to stop him, actually. Now you keep breaking windows at the AutoZone. I think it was AutoZone. And his ex-wife says, that's my husband. My ex-husband. That's my mask he's wearing. He walks like him and he sounds like him in the video that they showed. She goes, oh my God, I'm shaking. And she was texting somebody. Agent provocateur is what they call that. And Baltimore's next, huh? Everyone has now forgotten about COVID all of a sudden. I mean, not everybody, but there's something new in your face. Like Penny Kelly said, it would just kind of fade off, and then, oh, something else you're going to have to deal with. Rioting and all this stuff. So, she got, remember, end of the 3 weeks. In 3 weeks from right now, she heard it, to this day, in 3 weeks, you'll be left, you people, the citizens will be left with the decision. How you deal with the decision or the choice you make will determine your future. And again, I'm trying to speculate, well, was it COVID? You know, was it that? You know, they're trying to talk about the second wave again. Now, there's a new second wave. The World Health Organization, there's a second wave coming. It's no one's buying it. They're going out to the beaches. They're the hell with lockdown. We're, you know, that's a good sign. Maybe that's how we're dealing with it. But then we had this interesting event. Allegedly, white police officer, black guy choked him to death. They said they actually worked together. The cop and the black guy worked together at a nightclub doing security. They both worked there. That was in the video I just did. I deleted, thought, nah, I don't want to go there with some of the stuff. So, again, strange series of coincidences as usual. And now we're all focused on the burning buildings and everything that's going on. Like if I go to CNN right now, which I'm going to do it, I'm immune. I've got my CNN and fake news shot, so I'm immune the rest of my life. Don't worry about it. Minnesota governor expects swift justice in Floyd death. CNN crew released from police custody after they were arrested. More than 2 million New Yorkers had COVID-19 by end of March, study shows. Yeah. And how many died? And again, 50% were all nursing homes. They were on their deathbed anyways. Oh, no, we're writing it down as COVID. No, we're writing it down as COVID. Protests erupt across the U.S. CNN. Minneapolis police released 9/11 call that led to encounter. Trump stokes tensions over Floyd protests. They just keep using the word protest. I don't think they were using the word protest back in the, was it the early 90s, I think, or was it the 80s? The LA riots. Again, clear evidence, police beating the crap out of a guy who's handcuffed. And they went crazy. So, yeah, state police arrive at deserted police precinct set ablaze by crowds protesting. Again, protesting. How about rioting? George Floyd's death. So, as Trump had said, the National Guard is, we've arrived. Looting equals shooting is what he said. You loot and set people's stuff on fire, you might get shot. And again, if you're the business owner, and again, go back to the LA riots. There was some Chinese, I don't know if it was a restaurant or whatever it was. They're on the roof with guns, long guns. There's still pictures of it on the internet. Protecting their business. And guess what? They were successful. You have a right to protect your life. And if you're in that business, you're on that property, it's yours, and people are coming to set it ablaze, you have the right to stop them with any force necessary to protect life. So that's all Trump's saying. You guys want to riot, not just riot. Get crazy and potentially you could kill somebody. Setting these businesses on fire. Who's inside? They don't care, they're just setting them on fire. So Trump ain't going to play. And remember what the Q told us. These things will be dealt with swiftly. These riots that are planned will be dealt with. And it looked like he said then in Q, by the military or the National Guard or whatever. National Guard, they will be dealt with swiftly. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Word swiftly. These crumbs are not meant to scare anyone, but merely inform. Resistance will be dealt with swiftly. The core focus is removing entrenched and fortified bad actors within our federal government, past and present, as well as others. Simply be diligent. Phone numbers will be provided if you witness an uprising or other domestic violence in addition to 9/11. Any military scene is for your protection as well as to demonstrate our resolve. Watch for confirmations tomorrow. Now, this was back in 2017. Find the word raid. I'm looking for raid. We will be initiating the emergency broadcast system during this time in an effort to protect a direct message, to provide a direct message, avoiding fake news to all citizens. Organizations and or people that wish to do us harm during this time will be met with swift fury. Certain laws have been pre-lifted to provide our great military the necessary authority to handle and conduct these operations at home and abroad. And again, Trump has the power thanks to COVID. He's got all the emergency powers he ever needed. How funny is that? Laws will be pre-lifted. Oh, they're pre-lifted right now, this time frame. So, I was trying to find the part about the riots, because it mentioned that, you know, it was the Podesta thing. So, yeah, I read this speech earlier. Again, I don't know if it was in the one. It might have been the one I took down. The video I took down. My fellow Americans, over the course of the next several days, you will undoubtedly realize that we are taking back our great country, the land of the free, from the evil tyrants that wish to do us harm and destroy the last remaining refuge of shining light. On President's order, we have initiated certain fail-safes that shall safeguard the public from the primary fallout, which is slated to occur 11.3 upon the arrest announcement of Mr. Podesta, actionable 11.4. Again, we still don't know what that means, the 11.3 and 11.4. We thought it was a date. Was it 11, like as in November, or was it March and April? You know, whatever. Confirmation to the public of what is occurring will then be revealed, and will not be openly accepted. Public riots are being organized in serious numbers in an effort to prevent the arrest and capture of more senior public officials. On President's order, a state of temporary military control will be actioned and special ops carried out. False leaks have been made to retain several within the confines of the United States to prevent extradition and special operator necessity. Rest assured, the safety and well-being of every man, woman, and child of this country is being exhausted in full. However, the atmosphere within the country will unfortunately be divided, as so many have fallen for the corrupt and evil narrative that has long been broadcast. We will be initiating the Emergency Broadcast System, EMS, during this time in an effort to provide a direct message avoiding the fake news to all citizens, organizations, and/or people that wish to do us harm during this time will be met with swift fury. Certain laws have been pre-lifted to provide our great military the necessary authority to handle and conduct these operations at home and abroad. And again, President Trump today telling rioting equals shooting. Let me go find the exact wording he used, just to be fair. The National Guard has arrived on the scene an hour ago now. They are in Minneapolis and fully prepared. George Floyd will not have died in vain. Respect his memory. Okay. Laura Trump, which he then retweeted, looting is not protesting. Burning down local homes and businesses is not protesting. How sad that the memory of George Floyd has been lost in all of this. And we'll find the one about the shooting thing. Here it is. These thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him that the military is with him all the way. Now notice he didn't use the word National Guard. He said military. Any difficulty, and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you. I can see why my woo-woo dude said, no, Joe, you need to stay home for a little while. Don't go back to New Mexico so quick. A lot of stuff's about to go down. And I thought I had my phone in here. It's out on the bed. And he said to me today, hey, I couldn't sleep last night. I asked the spirit guides, what the heck's going on? From now till the very end of June, like the last week of June maybe, like the 23rd, I think he said, or something like that, or 27th maybe. They said to him, this is a countdown, a series of events. So this next month is about to get really, really, really interesting, I believe. Take care.